The Elite Referee Development Plan, or ERDP, is really significant. It's investment that's new, that's come into our part of the game for the first time, and it's enabling us to put some strategies in place that we think will serve the game well for years and years from a refereeing point of view. Starting with the creation of a workforce that has a lot of expertise within it, much of which is from outside of refereeing. We're trying to tap into expertise and knowledge from people who have come from other parts of football or other sports. And then also accelerating the development of officials based on their talent, facilitating a quicker development through the use of that expertise. The drive towards increasing diversity in our refereeing pools as well is an important part of ERDP. Traditionally, we've been pretty poor in ensuring that we have a good level of representation in our officials at the higher level of the game. And then also changing the way that officials are perceived as well. ERDP is supporting that too. We want to change the way that people see referees. We want to humanise our officials. We want to draw back the curtain to show people about processes that referees go through in the way that they do their job, so people get a better understanding. You might not always agree with the final outcome, but at least understanding how that decision has been achieved, I think, assists in a greater level of acceptance. By doing that, we think more people might be enticed into the game from either communities that previously didn't see it as something for them, or from other areas such as ex-players, for example, who have not traditionally wanted to get involved in officiating. A faster pathway to the top with a different kind of feeling about refereeing is all about what refereeing is all about, I think is a really positive way forward. And ERDP enables us with those increased resources to do all of those things. The development group was created at the start of last season as a result of the additional funding that's coming from the Elite Referee Development Plan. The group consists of talented officials with lots of potential. We've been able to stretch those officials by exposing them to higher levels of games more quickly than would have previously been the case, supported by dedicated coaching and other resources. Many of them were exposed to higher levels more quickly than they otherwise would have been. And now we've been able to elevate at least half of them to a higher level as their starting position for this coming season. We have really good levels of diversity within that group as well. And we're expecting even bigger and better things going forward from the officials that are within that group. We're going to expand it this coming season as well. There's been a rigorous process of selection for new officials to join the group. It doesn't mean there's not opportunities for those people who sit outside of that development group. There are. We've shown that this season. There's been many promotions from officials who have worked really hard in that traditional pathway, and that will continue as well. People develop at their own rate sometimes, and we've given a commitment to our officials that if they are performing well, whether they're part of the development group or outside of it, if they're doing well, we will know about it and we will ensure that opportunities are given for people to fulfill their potential. It's a really exciting time in refereeing. We of course have to be the best that we can be all of the time because the game is becoming more demanding all of the time. There's more scrutiny on it than ever before. We're facing some challenges going into this season around the role that we play. We've got a keen and eager group of officials, football-loving people who want to be a positive influence on the game each time they take to the field. They're keen and eager to learn as well. We're utilising the additional resources that are coming into our organisation to assist those officials to be the best that they can be, utilising all of that expertise that we've been able to tap into now, facilitating an expedited pathway so talent can flourish more quickly than before, and also what's close to my heart as well is trying to change the way that officials are perceived. I'm one of their biggest advocates. I want to ensure that they are seen for the people that they are, those football-loving, dedicated professionals, and humanise them as well. Draw back the curtain in terms of how the processes that they work to, the job that they do, how it's done. I think we can make some real strides this season, building on what we did last season, to continue doing that. Hopefully more people will see refereeing as a possible role for them in the game as well, so that will increase the numbers coming through the door at the start as well, increasing the talent pool, and if we can do all of that, the future's pretty bright.